Happy Monday morning. So we are going to start with a stretch of the week moving forward. And today I'm going to show you a pec opener. And this I'm going to show you at the wall first so that when you're in your offices, this is something that you can do there and really helps. Kind of makes you want to do more, but that's okay. We'll take what we can get while we're working, right? And then I'm going to show you on the floor, which is usually usually happens in my flow classes. I usually end up throwing a pec opener up in the mix. So coming to the wall, take your arm out from the shoulder, flat against the wall, and beginning to walk away from that arm, leading with your heart. Your gaze will follow, and just take little steps until you feel the opening here in the pec. And maybe utilizing that Ujjayi breath. I know you're at work, but you can do it quiet enough that nobody's hearing you, and if they are, oh well, right? So closing off the back of the throat, tongue is at the top roof of the mouth behind the teeth. Breathing here. Maybe trying to take 2 deep breaths here, and then walk the fingers up the wall slightly and notice the difference. Maybe about halfway here in between straight up and straight back from the shoulder joint. And then walk the wall all the way to the top. Press the body against the wall and notice the feeling here. You could also go from right here into your Gomukhasana arms and bring the belly back in if you've done so. And then moving to the other side. So arm comes straight out from the shoulder joint. You're facing the wall and you begin to walk in the opposite direction, letting the heart lead you. You can also bring this arm into play, wrapping it around the back. Remember to keep the belly button sinking in towards the core. Notice the opening in the pec and breathe here. And then walking the arm up the wall about halfway. And you might actually have to step away from the wall if you're anything like me. My shoulders, I can feel popping in the rotator cuffs. There's a lot of issues happening in there. So halfway actually feels a lot more intense than straight back to me. And then you can walk straight up. And so stretching and strengthening each of your muscle groups is what's important. So I spend a lot of time focusing on the stretching, the opening, the feeling better, the healing, but it's also very important to strengthen. And so I'm going to show you the pec opener on the floor, because this is something sometimes on a Sunday morning I'll just hang out in my loft and you're really crooked. Let me fix it. There we go. And do this pec opener. So arms come out to a T, right hand plants by your chest, right knee bends, left arm is still out in a T, and you roll yourself on over. Let your head relax. Do not have strain on your neck. Don't let your head be hanging out there in the air. Relax it to the ground. You also are getting a little bit of a hip opener here. And just like we did against the wall, walk the fingertips up slightly. Find the right spot for you today for this pec opener. And it's definitely more intense on the ground. And breathe. As you're ready, come to the opposite side. Right arm is out long. Left hand plants by your chest. Left knee bends. Roll yourself on over, opening through that pec. And find the positioning, walking the hand up where it wants to be. Notice this foot planted on the ground can serve as a hip opener as well. And coming back to all fours, maybe sitting back, doing a little bit of a toe tuck, Draw the pinkies out so they can participate. My little camera wants to be crooked. Okay, and then for strengthening the rotator cuffs that are so important, those 4 muscles surrounding this very shallow shoulder joint, coming to shoulders over wrists, toes are tucked, pretending the body has a few strings attached to the back of it that are drawing you up towards the sky. Super important to not just sink into the shoulder joint, but to be active and pushing the ground away. And maybe you move to a side plank. The feet come either to the ground, maybe stacked on top of each other. Maybe some of you have it in your practice and you bend the knee or lift the foot, but take that top arm over the ear and guide the hips towards the sky, strengthening the shoulder joint, protecting the longevity of our careers, and reaching hips, stacking feet however you want them to be, and whew, focusing on your balance as well. And make sure the gaze is down if you're protecting your neck. It can be up if that's comfortable for you. And coming back to neutral, maybe a down dog. And just feel where your body wants to go with the flow and with the breath. And thank you so much. Have a great day.